Hello and welcome to my video where I'll be showing you how to knit the basket weave stitch. This is a very effective pattern that's actually quite simple to do. It involves only knit and purl stitches and so is ideal for beginners. The different blocks are made up of stockinette stitch and reverse stockinette stitch, and this particular pattern will give you a symmetrical result. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is cast on a multiple of 8 stitches plus 5. I'm casting on 21 stitches using the long tail cast on, but you could use your favourite method. Then for row 1, which represents the right side or the front of the knitting, you just need to knit all the way across. So make sure the working yarn is at the back and knit every stitch. Then for row 2, which represents the wrong side or the back of the knitting, you need to begin with 5 knit stitches. Then you just need to repeat purl 3 and knit 5 over and over until the end of the row. So bring the working yarn to the front and purl 3. Take it to the back and knit 5. Purl 3, and so on. The most important thing to remember in this pattern is that the working yarn needs to be at the front towards you for a purl stitch and at the back away from you for a knit stitch. Otherwise you'll end up with an extra stitch or two. Row 3 begins by purling 5 stitches, so make sure the working yarn is at the front and purl 5. Then repeat knit 3 and purl 5 over and over until the end of the row. So make sure the working yarn is at the back and knit 3. Bring it to the front and purl 5. Knit 3. And purl 5. Then row 4 is exactly the same as row 2, so I'll just put the pattern up on screen. What we're actually doing on this row, as well as on rows 3, 7 and 8, is knitting the knits and purling the purls, which is quite a common phrase in knitting. All it means is that when you're about to knit a stitch, if that stitch looks like a V, then it's a knit stitch and you need to knit it. And if it has a little bump of yarn, then it's a purl stitch and you need to purl it. So if we look along the left-hand needle, you'll see that the first 5 stitches look like V shapes, so they're knit stitches. Then the next 3 have little yarn bumps called purl bumps, so they're purl stitches. Then the next 5 are V shapes, so they're knit stitches, and so on. Obviously you can just read the written pattern, that's not a problem, but if you want to avoid having to read the pattern for rows 3, 4, 7 and 8, you can instead read your knitting. So where you see a V-shaped knit stitch, you knit it, and where you see a little purl bump, you purl it. It's just a bit more efficient. Then row 5 is another knit row, so just knit all the way across. Then row 6 begins with a knit stitch. Then bring the working yarn between the needles to the front and purl 3. Then repeat knit 5 and purl 3 over and over until you've only got 1 stitch left. So knit 5, purl 3, knit 5 and purl 3. And then just knit the last stitch. And now you should have something like this. And then for rows 7 and 8, it's the same concept as it was for rows 3 and 4. You need to knit the knits and purl the purls. So when you see a V-shaped stitch, it's a knit stitch, so you need to knit it. And when you see a purl bump, that's a purl stitch, and you need to purl it. So here you can see 1 purl, 3 knits, 5 purls, 3 knits, 5 purls, and so on. And that's the pattern for the next row. And that's it, that's the repeat completed. And here you can see the effect after I knit 2 repeats. As you can see, it creates a really nice woven effect. As a side note, if you want to knit this in the round, then this is the pattern you'll need to follow instead. And that's it, that's how you do the basket weave stitch. I really hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.